Hurry up, babe. My husband is coming back soon. Inside a luxurious mansion, a disembodied voice could be heard urging someone in the bedroom as Ethan Cole stood before the door. The voice sounded familiar to him, as its owner was his wife, Sophie Cole. He's just a good-for-nothing, so what if he's back? I'll have him eat humble pie even if sees us. A man jeered with a hoarse voice. Standing before the door, Ethan Cole was trembling in rage. The burning anger nearly caused him to lose it. Bang! As his anger boiled, he kicked the door open. A man and a woman could be seen with disheveled clothing in the room. Glaring at Sophie Cole, who was on the bed fawning over the man next to her, Ethan Cole was brimmed with fury. Tears rolled down his cheeks uncontrollably. "Sophie Cole, why are you doing this to me?" Ethan Cole questioned while gritting his teeth and shooting her a wrenching look of agony. Sophie Cole became slightly panicked for a moment, but she regained her composure soon after. With that, she put on an impassive look. "Since you've already found it out, I'll not hide it anymore," Sophie Cole remarked. "Why are you treating me like this? I've been living a miserable life in the Hayes family for 3 years. I always listened to whatever you said. I'd never stand if you asked me to remain seated. So why did you betray me?" Ethan Cole bellowed as tears drenched his face. Sophie Cole derided, "No woman would like a spineless person who accomplished nothing in life like you." After speaking, she turned to peer at the burly man beside her. "Do you know who this man is? He is the young master of the Steele family, Logan Steele. To be frank, I've been two-timing you with him since a long time ago. If it weren't for Grandpa, I would have divorced you and kicked you out of my house from day one," Sophie Cole added in a derisive tone. Upon hearing that, tears ran down Ethan Cole's face profusely. "I've been living my life in fear all these time. I was always afraid of making you upset. I would wake up at midnight to prepare you a hot meal whenever you were hungry. I would ride the motorcycle all the way to South City just to pick your favorite flower for you. That's enough," Sophie Cole interrupted in annoyance. Those heartfelt and touching moments could not touch a heartless woman like her. "Do you think doing these petty things are sufficient? If it weren't for my grandpa, who insisted on our marriage, do you think I would even spare a glance at a man like you, a useless man with 0 accomplishments? Know your place, wimp?" Sophie Cole scoffed. "You should learn a thing or two from Logan Steele," Sophie Cole noted, while wagging her finger at the man next to her. "He amassed a fortune of nearly $100 million at such a young age. He is signing deals with the Ashford family from Crown Ridge. Can you even comprehend what that means? Do you have any idea how powerful those people from Crown Ridge are? They can turn us into the nouveau riche with just a word," Sophie Cole remarked. "Why are you telling him all these? How could a cuck like him know about the Ashford family from Crown Ridge?" Logan Steele mocked while looking at Ethan Cole in contempt. Ethan Cole forced a bitter smile on his face. Indeed, he knew nothing about the business world, but even he has heard about Crown Ridge's Ashford family before. Besides, the news about them was covered all over Eastford's mass media lately, so it was practically impossible for Ethan Cole not to hear about it. Gazing at Sophie Cole's beautiful yet deadpan countenance, Ethan Cole could not help but weep in silence. "I've been serving you faithfully for 3 whole years. One would even have feelings for a dog after such a long time," Ethan Cole lamented with a sniffle. Sophie Cole snickered. "You're worse than a dog." Logan Steele jibed, "Hey, dork, be sensible and forget what you saw today. Then the 3 of us can continue to live happily ever after, and you'll still get to serve your wife. But if you want to try anything funny, then pack your stuff and get out of here." Logan Steele chided in a snobbish tone as if he was the household owner. Ethan Cole became feeble all of a sudden. Mr. Robert Hayes, who was addicted to fortune-telling back then, had prophesied that Ethan Cole would bring good luck to the Hayes family, so the former married the latter to his granddaughter. Apart from Mr. Robert Hayes, no one looked up to him while he was a live-in son-in-law for the past 3 years. Hence, his inferiority complex worsened, and he tried his best to please everyone in the Hayes family, fearing that they would be irked by him, yet his futile efforts were rewarded with betrayal and disappointment. "I'm really hopeless, aren't I?" Ethan Cole commented in a self-deprecating tone as the corner of his lips lifted. "After 3 long years, I should start to grow a spine, right?" A glint of hostility flashed in Ethan Cole's eyes as he glared at the adulterers before him. "Why? You can't take it?" Logan Steele taunted after noticing Ethan Cole's look. Not only was Logan Steele unaffected, but he also donned a satirical smirk on his face. Ethan Cole fixed his stare on Logan Steele and clenched his fists. Gritting his teeth, he roared, "You son of a bitch! I'll kill you!" Immediately after, Ethan Cole dashed towards Logan Steele. However, a puny man like Ethan Cole was no match for Logan Steele. Before he could land a blow on Logan Steele, he was kicked to the ground by the latter. He could not stand because of the unbearable pain in his abdomen. "Bloody hell! How dare you raise your hand against me?" Logan Steele was overflowing with wrath. After striding towards Ethan Cole, Logan Steele beat the weak man to a pulp. Ethan Cole laid on the cold floor in despair and received every blow directed at him. "What a pathetic life I've led." Ethan Cole covered his head, looking anguished. "I couldn't even take my revenge. I guess I don't deserve to live anymore." Ethan Cole moaned with a lifeless look. The relentless blows on his body caused blood to spill from his mouth. "It's all right. Just forget about him. Hitting a useless maggot like him is an insult to you," Sophie Cole noted coquettishly, pulling Logan Steele's arm. Logan Steele spat on Ethan Cole's face. While crooking his finger in the door's direction, Logan Steele threatened, "Get lost right now, or else I'll beat you to death." Ethan Cole struggled while getting on his feet and trudged towards the exit. His heart was filled with hatred towards this pair of adulterers, but he hated himself even more for not getting even with them. Ethan Cole was reluctant to accept the humiliation and leave just like that. "Sophie Cole, I promise you'll regret this." Ethan Cole turned around and reproached. Pointing his finger at Ethan Cole, Logan Steele berated, "Buzz off, you hear me?" Wiping the blood off the corners of his lips, Ethan Cole plodded out of the Hayes residence. As Ethan Cole arrived before the main entrance, he stumbled upon his mother-in-law, Diana Hayes, who had just come back. Noticing the Mercedes-Benz parked in front of the main entrance, Diana Hayes seemed to get a hold of the story. "Mother," Ethan Cole greeted in a grievance. Diana Hayes glanced at him with an emotionless look. Waving her hand in vexation, she uttered, "Now that you know about it, then you know what you should do. To tell you the truth, all of us agreed to kick you out of our family." Hearing that only deepened his despair. "Did Grandpa agree to it too?" Ethan Cole asked. Diana Hayes retorted, "His opinion is irrelevant. The Steele family has signed deals with the Ashford family from Crown Ridge. If we can ride on the wave of the Ashford family, we'll finally elevate ourselves among the elites. This involves the development of our family business on a macro level. What makes you think that an old geezer like him could have a say in this?" Diana Hayes said. "As for whatever good luck he keeps babbling on about, it's all just feudal mindsets and backward superstitions." Ethan Cole remained taciturn the whole time. The Hayes family's heartlessness caused him to be disheartened. After wiping his mouth, he strode out of the Hayes residence. The physical pain and mental shock proved to be too much for him to bear. At that moment, he finally passed out on the sidewalk of the main road. Out of the blue, a Maybach with a Crown Ridge license plate came to a halt before Ethan Cole. After the window winded down, a long-haired, elegant-looking girl could be seen frowning as she stared at Ethan Cole, who laid on the ground. "So this is the guy who Grandpa betrothed me to?" The woman winked her eyes as she scrutinized Ethan Cole. Her eyes were filled with disdain as she stared at the unconscious, scruffy Ethan Cole. "Miss, perhaps? You may have mistaken him for that person? Surely Mr. William Ashford wouldn't match you with a dull commoner like this guy." A man, who was dressed like a bodyguard in the car, criticized with his brows knitted together. Victoria Ashford remained silent. Making a gesture, she ordered, "Bring him into the car." "Yes, miss." Her bodyguards disembarked and immediately carried Ethan Cole back into the car. Her furrowed brows intensified as she peered at the unkempt man before her. "Grandpa, do you really want me to marry this good-for-nothing of a man?" Victoria Ashford sighed in resignation as she recounted her grandfather's exhortation before leaving. "Victoria, our family owes him a lot. If it weren't for Marcus Cole, our family would never be what it is today. His father left him a keepsake and requested me to hand it to him once he reached 30. Mr. Marcus Cole was an almighty man. I believe his son will be something else as well. Listen carefully, Victoria. You must be kind to Ethan Cole." Her grandfather's urging was played in her mind repeatedly. A hint of resignation could be seen on her breathtaking face. "If he's a rough diamond with untapped potential, I'll agree to Grandpa's request," Victoria Ashford mumbled silently. "But if he's just a worthless peasant, I'll not go along with it." Victoria Ashford heaved a deep sigh. She rubbed her fingers against the turquoise jade pendant, which was the memento that her grandfather asked her to pass on to Ethan Cole. Victoria Ashford meticulously placed the pendant around Ethan Cole's neck and turned her head away. "With that, our family has fulfilled the promise of returning him the keepsake," Victoria Ashford thought. Nevertheless, she did not notice that the pendant with bloodstains glimmered when it touched Ethan Cole's skin before entering his body at lightning speed. The car was moving on the road smoothly towards the hospital. "Miss, the mayor of Eastford and the Chamber of Commerce of Eastford would like to invite you over for a meal," Julian Mercer beside Victoria Ashford mentioned. Instantly, Victoria Ashford reverted to her usual aloof attitude. She replied with a stern look, "Turn them down. Send Ethan Cole to the hospital first." Julian Mercer teased with a smirk, "Miss, are you telling me that you are planning to marry this trash of a human?" Upon hearing that, Victoria Ashford shot him a sharp look. "Huh? Are you trying to teach me what to do?" Victoria Ashford remarked. Color drained from his face, and he mentally slapped himself on the cheek and noted, "My apologies, miss. I've talked too much." Following that, Victoria Ashford cupped her mouth with her hand and coughed intensely. "Miss, it's time to take your medicine," Julian Mercer hurriedly reminded. "Continue driving." Victoria Ashford paid no heed to his words and commanded expressionlessly. The car sped off towards the hospital at Victoria Ashford's order. At that time, however, Ethan Cole felt like he was dreaming while he was in a state of unconsciousness. In the dream, everything was pitch black no matter where he looked. A man could be seen staring at Ethan Cole with an impassive look in the darkness. He was a man with a gallant stature and a domineering aura. He was like a god. Just the sight of him caused one to have a powerful urge to worship him. Where is this place, and who are you?" Ethan Cole stammered in anxiety. That man turned in Ethan Cole's direction and looked straight into his eyes. "To think that my son would end up being such an incompetent man," the man lamented. "Son? What is he talking about?" Ethan Cole felt a stabbing sensation in his heart when he heard those words. He had never seen his parents, not since his earliest consciousness. It was only natural that he would long to experience familial love. Although Ethan Cole could not recognize the man standing before him, he could feel an indescribable connection. Are you my father? Dad, I've missed you so much." Ethan Cole stretched out his arm, trying to touch his father, but it went right through the man. "A man should thrive at age 30. I'll now bestow you with all of my knowledge. This is your inheritance," the man uttered coldly. "If you're a good-for-nothing, I believe the Ashford family will take care of you for the rest of your life, but I'll never come and see you. If you've got a backbone, there's nothing that can stop you in this world. And I'm very much looking forward to our meeting." After his monologue, the scenery before Ethan Cole began to crumble. Upon seeing that, Ethan Cole shouted like a madman, "Dad! Don't go, Dad!" Yet, Nothing Ethan Cole uttered could stop the scene before him from disappearing. Sorrowed, Ethan Cole dropped to his knees and sobbed in agony. Even if it was just a dream, he had hoped to see his parents like other people did, to grouse about his hardships with them. But no matter what he did, the sight before him continued to crumble into nothingness. Soon, a collection of vast memories flooded his mind, all of which were unfamiliar to him. Among them were scared medical knowledge, cultivation methods, mystical arts, and more. Right then, a turquoise-colored chi, energy, flowed into his dantian, the place where life force is located, slowly. His consciousness went out before he could react. When he came to, he was already lying in a king-size bed. A girl with long hair and slender legs could be seen sitting before him. "You're finally awake!" Victoria Ashford scrutinized Ethan Cole as if she could see through him. With that, Ethan Cole quickly got up and stuttered in nervousness. Who are you?" Victoria Ashford did not want to disclose her identity this early, so she responded, "I'm Victoria. I saw you fainted on the sidewalk, so I rescued you on a whim." "How strange, though. The doctor said that there was nothing wrong with you." Victoria Ashford's eyes twinkled as she peered at the man before her in curiosity. Ethan Cole frowned a little and murmured, "So, it wasn't just a dream after all?" Closing his eyes, Ethan Cole began to contemplate. As expected, the memory was still intact, and it seemed to be merging with his. This was amazing. Even the chi inside his dantian did not show any sign of dispersion at all. So, this is all real. A glimmer of hope lit up in Ethan Cole's heart that was brimming with disappointment up till that moment. The scared medical scrolls and the cultivation methods were the things that could change his current miserable state. "I saved you. Yet, you don't even express your gratitude? Where are your manners?" Victoria Ashford commented as she rolled her eyes. At that, Ethan Cole regained his composure and jumped to his feet. Bowing his head to Victoria Ashford, he uttered awkwardly, "Miss Victoria, thank you for rescuing me." Victoria Ashford burst into laughter at the sight of Ethan Cole's clumsy manner. For some unknown reason, she somehow found the silly man before her a little cute. "All right, don't sweat it. I was just pulling your leg." Victoria Ashford waved her hand. After speaking, Victoria Ashford covered her mouth and coughed violently. Just then, a man in doctor's scrubs came in. "Miss, you should take your medication," Dr. Nathan Reed suggested while carrying a medical box in his hand. Victoria Ashford nodded. A glass of warm water was placed on the table. Then, Dr. Nathan Reed took out a table full of medicine from the box. Gazing at Victoria Ashford, countless knowledge from the sacred medical scrolls flashed in Ethan Cole's mind. Ethan Cole could not help but feel a little excited at what was happening. After some hesitation, he moved forward and asked, "Miss Victoria, are you not feeling well?" Glancing at Ethan Cole with the corners of her eyes, Victoria Ashford replied casually, "Yeah, I've had asthma since young." Asthma. The treatment methods for asthma immediately came into Ethan Cole's mind. Still, Ethan Cole did not dare to speak up as he lacked self-confidence. Rooted to the spot, he watched as Victoria Ashford swallowed all the drugs on the table. Nevertheless, Victoria Ashford's symptoms did not improve even after taking all the pills. Upon seeing that, Ethan Cole took a deep breath to muster his courage. Then, he took a step forward and uttered, "Miss Victoria, could you please let me try to help? I might be able to treat your sickness." After hearing his words, a hint of astonishment flashed in Victoria Ashford's pretty eyes. A while later, she chuckled, "I have asthma. It is incurable. Don't tell me that you can't even understand something so simple." Ethan Cole immediately clarified, "I don't know how to explain it to you, but I still want to give it a go. Maybe this might work." Having heard that, Victoria Ashford's brows knitted together. Dr. Nathan Reed, who was standing at the side, jeered, "Hey man, you're not even a doctor. So tell me, how do you plan to cure it?" At once, Ethan Cole's face turned red up to his ears. He stood awkwardly. "I'm tired of seeing people like you. You're just lusting after Miss Victoria, trying to take advantage of her, Dr. Nathan Reed added. If my guess is right on the money, your treatment involves the touching of skin, right? Ethan Cole's mouth hung agape. Biting the bullet, he answered, You are right. Ha ha ha. You see, miss, this fellow is nothing but a lecherous scum, Dr. Nathan Reed derided. Victoria Ashford's expression turned gloomy. Glaring at Ethan Cole, she warned, Do you know what's the consequences of taking advantage of me? Ethan Cole hurriedly explained, No, it's not like that. I was not trying to take advantage of you. I can really cure your disease. I mean it. Humph, you are spouting ridiculous words, Dr. Nathan Reed denigrated. Asthma might not be a serious illness, but it has always been a chronic condition. There's no way to cure it completely. This is common sense. Miss, I suggest that we chop his hand off and throw it out of the window, Dr. Nathan Reed continued. Victoria Ashford remained taciturn and sized Ethan Cole up. No one knew what she was thinking. I am willing to give you a chance, Victoria Ashford stated after a while. But if it doesn't work, things will get ugly for you, Victoria Ashford added with a wink. Despite knowing that Victoria Ashford was not someone to be trifled with, Ethan Cole was full of confidence at that time. Besides, he could not wait to test and see if the knowledge of the scared medical scrolls was legit. All right, Ethan Cole nodded strenuously. Miss, do you really want to trust him? It is obvious to everyone that he is just— Shut up, Victoria Ashford reproached before Dr. Nathan Reed could finish his lines. Immediately, Dr. Nathan Reed became silent. He stood at the sidelines without another word, albeit reluctantly. Is there anything I need to do, Dr. Cole? Victoria Ashford asked in a playful tone. Having heard that, Ethan Cole's face flushed and murmured, I will have to place my hand on your chest. After Ethan Cole spoke, his face was red down to his neck. Lowering his head, Ethan Cole took in Victoria Ashford's fair cleavage. It was an alluring sight to behold.